Good morning. Hey everybody, hope y'all are doing well today. It is Thursday morning in Dothan, Alabama, Zone 9. And I'm showing you my sunshine ligustrums that were planted out here behind my back porch. Don't know when they were planted, but it's not been long, probably within a year, and they have grown exponentially. They are almost as tall as our railing, which is probably about at the 6-foot mark. And when I put them in, they were just little 3-gallon shrubs, but they're really, really happy here. Thought I would do a little update. So we are now in mid-July, and I spent the last Friday to Monday of this week in Columbus, Ohio for the Cultivate event, which is a huge horticultural convention that you can go to, and it has everything you could possibly need for the horticultural industry, whether you're a grower or a nursery owner. So it was so much fun, and we loved Columbus, so we'll definitely be going back next year. But here's a midsummer little walkabout here in my Zone 9 garden. The snow fountain cherry tree is healthy and happy over here in the back. We've got tons of birds who love to eat at this feeder, and they love to jump on this cherry tree, and it's so fun to watch. So the snow fountain cherry tree is sort of a push for the zone. It would rather be up north in a colder, less humid climate. I found the tree at a nursery called Scottsdale Farms up above Atlanta, and it's gorgeous, and it blooms out white in the early spring, and it's a weeper, and I just had to have it. So if it lasts me a few years and I get some great blooms from it, then I'm gonna be happy. It's just a nice specimen. So then behind it, I have the podocarpus hedge. We planted about 18 podocarpus along the wall. These windows here are our bedroom windows. And so I came in and gave them a trim about a month ago so that they'd fill out, and eventually we will have a solid podocarpus hedge all along the back of the house. All right, so I want to show y'all what is happening right now with my jazz hand loropetalum. In case you haven't heard, Proven Winners has a Jazz Hands series for loropetalum, and you can get a lot of different little varieties and options with the Jazz Hands. This particular one is called the Jazz Hands Variegated, which we sell it at the nursery, and the new growth comes out like this. So this shrub right here will get probably about 4 to 5 feet at maturity. Look at that though. Just really fun. What you want to know about the shrub is that it will be that purple color for a portion of the year, and you won't have variegation on it. We've been watching this shrub at the nursery to see what it does, because it's new. It was new to us. So it will be purple for a portion of the year, and then in the summer, so right about now, it's going to put on some new growth. That new growth is where you're going to get your variegation. And when it was in the pot at the nursery, we did go through a time that it lost some of its foliage. So I think that what the Jazz Hand likes is to be in the ground. It's going to do just like any plant. It's going to do better in the ground. But once we planted these at the house, they have taken off. Look at how pretty that is. If you put this in like a middle tier of your garden bed, it is a great pop of color. And then so our first tier here, this is a west facing garden bed here. This very first tier we have are the Touch of Gold hollies, which is a southern living plant, and it's actually a holly, but it only gets about 2 to 3 feet tall at maturity, and it spreads out about 3 to 4 feet. I've never seen it that big or that wide, but it's that great pop of color too. So this is a west facing bed, and then our little jukebox are doing great. Let me come over here. All right, so if you've been following the channel, you may remember that we planted a whole new landscape in this back bed probably about a year ago. And the jukebox is a little proven winter shrub. It's an evergreen. It stays like 2 feet tall and wide, which is such a good size for a first tier. So we've continued with the jukebox around the side here, and that is another cherry tree. So just to be honest, y'all, I mean, cherry trees, and I'll tell my customers who come out and they look at cherry trees, some of them are going to do better in our zone, but as a rule, they really don't do as well in such a hot climate and with our humidity. So I told somebody, to me, it was worth a try just to put a cherry tree in the yard because they're so stunning and so beautiful with their early season blooms. If I did have to take this tree out in 10 years, y'all, I'm not going to be devastated. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You just kind of have to try and see if things work. But so far, okay, it's been in here now. This is its second summer, I believe, because I got a really good spring bloom out of it. It's been in here a while now, and it seems fine. So we're hoping it's going to stay that way. Got my strawberries. This is an ever-bearing strawberry. Okay, that's fun. Okay. That one doesn't look good. Let's take that one off. Okay, cool. And then I've got some blueberries over here that something's getting because I haven't had any fruit last on it, but that's fine. So you guys see how this gray owl juniper is super striking in the landscape. It's got a great color, great texture, and it looks awesome against your typical greens. This span runs about halfway up the yard, and then there's the sidewalk and the road right there. So this is doing pretty good. My little gem magnolias are looking pretty sad. I haven't specifically watered them, so they're just kind of looking pretty sad right now, actually. But the newest update is that I have got my caladiums coming up from the bulbs that I planted. soon we will have a nice caladium bed under this Japanese magnolia. This is a water's edge caladium. This is my first real go at planting bulbs, so we'll see how that goes. We transplanted the Tamukiyama Japanese maple to over here on the golf course. So I'm gonna go look at that, but first I want y'all to see what the hydrangeas are doing. So they are now out of their prime. It's midsummer. It's about July the 16th today, I think. And the blooms have basically run their course. It's a nice day. It's got a nice breeze out here on the golf course. Okay, so I want to show y'all the latest change we have made. So this tree here is a Tamukiyama weeping Japanese maple, and it was way over to my right in kind of the middle of our natural area. And I had my guys transplant it. Actually, I had told them I wanted to transplant a different Japanese maple tree, okay? But they mistakenly took this one out of the ground and planted it here. But it had kind of just been bugging me, I guess, a bit, because where it was, it just wasn't, it didn't really make sense in the spot it was in. I took it and put it there, and I think I may have brought it from the other house when we moved. So it's not like a lot of design went into where it was. And I told him, well, y'all actually moved the wrong tree, but it's okay because I love it. It got a little bit shocked. So I came out and I took off as many of the crispy leaves as I could get so that it would put back on leaves. And I think it's going to be fine. It just got a little bit shocked in the move. But this tree is got a great structure to it. And it looks great. Let me back up from the cart path. If you can see. Okay, so that's a little update for y'all this morning. I don't know if anybody's in their yards. It's so hot outside. We're getting about 90-degree temperatures during the day. I think our low today is 80, and we're expecting some thunderstorms, which is always good at the nursery. So just wanted to say, hey, hop on. Y'all have a great day. And I will come back on here and show y'all these caladiums when they pop out. Y'all have a great day.